Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We bring you stories of faith, love, and devotion. Yeah, just kidding, please help us grow by hitting that like button. Now on to the story. What do I do? Advice. I guess I'm here to see how others would handle this, but I'm really confused with my relationship right now. To get into it, my GF, 29F, and I, 31M, have been together for 8 years. We have a very loving and affectionate relationship. About 1 year ago my GF cheated. She asked for a ride home from university from a male classmate, and ended up kissing him. Or at least that's all she said she did. The story was he leaned in to kiss her and she let it happen. She told me this a few hours later, sobbing. At the time I wasn't really bothered by it, as it sounded to me like an innocent mistake that I forgave quickly and appreciated her being upfront. However, the only bit of information she refused to divulge was the name of the classmate. She said she didn't want to tell me out of fear I would hurt him. Which I wasn't, just wanted full transparency. I ended up giving up trying to get this info out of her as she continued to refuse. Fast forward about 5 months and she randomly tells me there is more to the story. That they both went in for a kiss, not just him. As we talked, the story again changed, but this time they had actually gone to his house so he could show her something, and this is where they kissed. She swore up and down that nothing further happened. I believed her initially, but I was really hurt about the lying. This time again I asked her the name of the classmate. She refused, citing the same reason as before. I moved on as I couldn't get anything else out of her and I love her. This issue went away as I myself ended up cheating on her roughly a year later. It was a stupid drunken mistake at a party. I was selfish and irresponsible. I hate myself for it to this day. My GF knows everything and we have reconciled, though it has been extremely hard. I have been faithful ever since. For the most part this issue has been resolved, though sometimes we still have our bad days. This past year I thought about her infidelity, and the fact that she refused to tell me the name of the classmate she kissed. I feel like this is really strange. Why not say the name? I'm not a violent person and wouldn't have hurt him. I just wanted full transparency between the two of us. I ended up asking her one random night, but this time she said she didn't remember. I feel like she is lying about something. The way she acted, the fact that the only person who could validate her story would be the classmate and she refuses to name the person. I could just move on, but why does she keep this from me as I have been completely transparent on my infidelity? Something feels off. So what should I do? It's been on my mind because I have been thinking about asking her to marry me, but I don't want there to be a massive lie between the two of us. I could have forgiven her at the time, but after so long? And the fact that she had an opportunity to come clean when I was myself about my infidelity bothers me. We have a great relationship and love each other very dearly, but it would destroy me if she lied for this long. I'm just confused. What do I do? Update suspicion. So about a month ago I made a post with the same title, under a different account, and would like to share an update on it all. Here is the post. TLDR, we both cheated years ago. I told her everything. She refused to name the person at the time and still hasn't. I want to marry and settle down, but I don't know if I can without knowing 100% of what happened. I took the advice of giving her an ultimatum. Come clean or no marriage. I sat her down and told her how I felt and that I was not comfortable marrying someone who couldn't be 100% honest with me. She again refused, saying she really didn't remember. She seemed annoyed and said that this would keep us from getting married, but still nothing new came out. The conversation eventually led to us fighting over my own infidelity and ended there. I gave up and accepted the truth will never come out. Is it realistic she forgot the name? Honestly, I have no idea what to do or if at this point it even matters. I can't bring myself to end a relationship of 8 years on an old suspicion, especially when I have made the same mistake. For me it is not about her stepping out on me, I just want the truth. I feel we can't fully move past those shitty years of our relationship without 100% honesty. And then to think about marriage? When that hangs over my head. Something that has happened since I made the first post was that she and her sister, which is her closest friend, had a brief falling out over the summer. They recently rekindled and are back to normal. Why is this important? My GF is withholding a pretty big secret that would probably destroy their friendship. It's nothing super bad, but it would hurt feelings and spike their friendship. I guess this has just made me think, if she can lie to her best friend and sister to save a relationship, why would she stop at me? It's planted a seed of doubt. Knowing she's lied to her sister has really made me start to think that maybe I don't know everything about her. I always thought of her as an honest, trustworthy person. Now, I think she is, but as I've said before, I'm not upset about the cheating at this point. It's choosing to not tell me the full truth that hurts, because there has to be more to it. I'm fully aware she's playing cover by saying it was just a kiss, likely she slept with him. But what if she didn't? Then I just look like an asshole for accusing and making this incident a big deal while I'm the confirmed cheater. I feel uncomfortable even talking about it, but it eats away at me. To provide more info, we have an open phone policy. We know each other's location 24/7. Neither of us really go out. I'm pretty sure she's not currently cheating on me and hasn't at other times in the past, but I might be a dumbass and she might be playing 4D chess on me. I believe the incident was a one-time thing with the classmate, as looking back there isn't any additional evidence to suggest otherwise. The reason she cited for the kiss was that we weren't being as intimate anymore. I didn't think we were suffering, and she missed the attention I gave her. I rug swept all of this because I was probably codependent at the time, and also we were reconciling my cheating. My infidelity wasn't sex but was more than kissing, not that it's any better. Thanks for all the replies and advice. There were a lot of possibilities I didn't consider when I first wrote the post that people commented on, so again, thank you. While nothing has really changed in my situation, I do plan on holding off on marrying and plan to monitor her more. We go to couples counseling when we can, and it's something I want to have a deep conversation about in a session one day. Thanks again. What do I do? Update 2 coping. Last update. Here. TLDRGF kissed a classmate years ago at his house and refused to disclose his name. I rug swept this whole time due to my codependency and later on because of my own infidelity. I'm considering marrying my GF, but before I do, I want the truth of what happened. After giving her the ultimatum, we have been fighting non-stop for days. It was misery, but finally on Friday night she broke. The classmate was her best friend, and she didn't just kiss her, she had a threesome with her and the girl's boyfriend. My GF is bisexual. I'm pretty devastated over the lying, but I didn't see the threesome coming. She told me she did it because we lacked intimacy and I didn't find her attractive at the time, which wasn't true. This friend is someone who has been in and out of her life and actually just recently moved back into town from out of state. They've seen each other recently a handful of times, so I'm sure they ducked. The boyfriend is no longer in the picture. I guess I got my answer on why she lied for so long. Thanks for the heads up, guys. After she told me, I kicked her out of my house. She's been trying to get a hold of me since, but I just have no energy to entertain her. Why wasn't I enough? I offered her threesomes in the past. Why did it not come true when I cheated? Our reconciliation process was extremely hard and she tore me up for years over it while she kept this big ducking secret. It all just makes sense now. A while back she asked if she and this friend could hook up. We were exploring an open relationship, but it fell through. I guess this time she wanted permission. We also have an open phone policy and I never saw anything to indicate something was going on. I just feel so stupid. I've been trying to keep my head above water with copious amounts of weed, which I know isn't good for me, but it's all I got. I know what I need to do, but I'm so sad. She is a perfect fit for me, and outside of the cheating we are perfect for one another. We have 2 pups together and it kills me to know they won't see one of us in the future if I leave. I love her and I fucking hate her. I want to stay but I'd kill if I can forgive her. I'm just devastated. Why can't things go back to normal? Unfortunately, this just isn't a good relationship for you. Too much negative history, too much cheating, beating you up for your infidelity while hiding hers, etc. And in the end she wants to sleep with other people. She just isn't monogamous. Best for both of you to move on. Good luck. Same advice as your previous posts. Run. This relationship has been over for a long time. You should consider getting some help for codependency. She is a perfect fit for me, and outside of the cheating we are perfect for one another. Dude, side note here, but you sound like Dante from Clark's. He too got cheated on several times by a girl he was unfortunately chained to. Didn't end well for him either due to his own cheating either. The point is that there is too much hurt and betrayals in this history the both of you share. You are both triggers to each other and aren't exactly the best fit for each other together. The best thing that you can do right now is separate. The 2 of you need to make a serious reevaluation of your lives. Her reasoning for cheating is just an excuse to justify it to herself, so please don't go too deep into that part of the situation and even remotely blame yourself. I get you cheated too, but once she already planted that seed in your relationship, it could just be me, but I feel like you then cheating carried less weight since doubting that situation was always over your head like a cloud. Yes, it's hard to detangle your lives, but that is temporary. Once it's over and cut and clean you'll be less stressed. Considering the situation with her lying to her own sister who she's close with and her still trying to mostly innocent the majority of your relationship, throwing you cheating in your face when hers was so much worse, then trickle truths over the years and it being so hard just to finally get the bits and pieces you do now know you definitely did the right thing ending it. Otherwise you would always doubt everything she says and that's no way to live. Yes, she caused you some damage, but at least you were able to pull the plug before it got even more complicated with marriage or kids and cause even more damage. It's not easy getting over that kind of betrayal and it will definitely give you trust issues, but being able to cut her from your life with no contact will make it easier. You deserve someone who will always be honest and tell you the truth no matter how hard it is. Don't let this experience hold you back, just treat it as a lesson moving forward. Always trust your gut. We hope that by sharing these stories with interested folks like you, we can help people recognize the signs of a relationship in trouble, and avoid so many of these heartbreaking situations yourselves. Have a good day or night. Wherever you are,